After 6 years of being a loyal girlfriend while he chased his dreams of becoming doctor, he cheated on me with a nurse and called me dead weight. Now I'm richer, thriving, and he watches my glow up from the sidelines. Update 1. He became a doctor, and forgot who paid his rent. I was just scrolling, didn't even mean to see it. Someone reposted a picture from the hospital gala, and there he was, in a suit I'd never seen before, grinning like he owned the damn place, arm around this girl in scrubs, young, blonde, perfect teeth, like she was his trophy, like she'd been there the whole time. And the worst part? He looked happy, like those 6 years with me never even happened, like I was some phase he outgrew on the way to success. I just sat there, phone in my hand, stomach turning, remembering the version of him who couldn't afford ramen, the one who used to cry at night, wondering if he'd ever make it, the one who used to say, "You're the only reason I haven't quit." I paid his rent, I paid for his textbooks, hell, I even paid for the Uber to his first med school interview, and now I'm looking at a photo of a man who used to owe me everything, acting like I never existed. I was there before the white coat, before the Dr. Liam name tag, before the galas, before the confidence, back when he couldn't even look himself in the mirror. I remember him shaking, hands in his hoodie pocket, saying he didn't think he was smart enough to get through organic chem. I'd sit with him in the campus library, till 2 a.m., quizzing him with flashcards I barely understood, then I'd go straight to my night shift at the diner. No sleep, just hustle. For us, we lived off microwave noodles and dollar store mac and cheese, split a twin mattress on the floor of this tiny apartment where you could hear your neighbor snore through the walls, and I was fine with that, because we had a plan. He'd become a doctor, I'd go back to school, we'd get out of that town together. I remember washing his scrubs in the sink because we couldn't afford the laundromat. I remember pretending I wasn't hungry so he'd eat the last slice of pizza. I remember every sacrifice, every time I showed up, every time I told him, "You got this," even when he didn't believe it himself. And now I watch him walk around like he built this life on his own, like I wasn't the damn foundation. We shared one mattress on the floor. No bed frame, no headboard, just a mattress and a dream. That apartment was falling apart, mold in the bathroom, heat that barely worked, but we made it ours. I used to hang string lights across the ceiling just to make it feel like home. We'd eat takeout on the floor, watch pirated movies on his old laptop, and talk about what life would be like once he made it. He used to say, "One day, I'm gonna buy you a real bed, with a memory foam mattress and a skyline view," and I'd laugh. Tell him I didn't need all that, as long as we had each other. We had a sticky note on the fridge that said, "One day," and every time something sucked, another bill, another rejection, we'd look at it like it was a promise. We didn't have much, but God, we were in it together, at least. I thought we were. Everything I did was for us. I put off going back to school, even though I had my acceptance letter sitting in my inbox, told myself, one thing at a time, let him finish first. Because that's what partners do, right? I worked 2 jobs, the diner at night, front desk at that crappy gym during the day, slept in my car sometimes between shifts just so I wouldn't wake him, missed my cousin's wedding, skipped Christmas with my parents 3 years in a row, all because he had finals, or an interview, or was too stressed to go alone. I told myself it was temporary, that it was for our future, that once he made it, it'd all come back around. But now, looking back, he never once asked me to slow down, never once said, "Babe, you're doing too much," because it benefited him. He was climbing, and I was the step stool, and the part that gets me the most. I didn't even see it, not then. I thought we were a team, but I was just playing both sides of the field. He started coming home late, smelling like perfume, not mine, too sweet, too obvious, like someone sprayed it on his hoodie on purpose. At first, I didn't say anything, I just noticed the way he stopped kissing me when he walked in, how he'd head straight for the shower, how his phone was always face down. He said residency was brutal, long shifts, no sleep, constant pressure, and I believed him. I wanted to believe him, because what's the alternative? He started snapping at me over nothing, accused me of being too sensitive when I asked why he missed my birthday dinner, told me I didn't understand what it's like to be him, and I thought maybe I didn't, maybe I wasn't doing enough, so I cooked more, cleaned more, stopped asking questions. I convinced myself I was paranoid, that maybe I was just insecure, but deep down, I already knew. I just wasn't ready to admit it, so one night, I finally asked, not even in a dramatic way, just quiet. "Is there someone else?" He didn't flinch, didn't even try to lie, just looked at me and said, You're not evolving with me anymore, like I was a phase, a childhood hobby he outgrew, something to be shed. I remember standing there in my pajamas, holding the dinner I made, cold now, and just staring at him, trying to figure out how the hell he got there. He said, "I'm moving up, babe, I can't keep carrying dead weight, dead weight." That's what he called me, after everything, after years of sacrifice, love, loyalty, and the worst part? He wasn't angry, he wasn't even sad, he was just done, like he'd already moved on, like I was the last loose thread he needed to snip. I packed a bag, just one, no scene, no screaming, no throwing dishes or sobbing on the floor, just silence, cold, heavy, final. I grabbed a backpack, stuffed in 2 pairs of jeans, my toothbrush, and the hoodie he never wore anymore, the one that still smelled like him, before the hospital nights, and the perfume that wasn't mine. I didn't take much, not the dishes I bought, not the books I lent him, not even the one day sticky notes still on the fridge. He sat on the couch, didn't even look up, didn't ask where I was going. I think a part of him wanted me to leave, maybe he just didn't have the guts to say it, so I did it for him, closed the door behind me. No goodbye, no, you'll regret this, just the sound of my keys hitting the kitchen counter as I walked out of the life I helped build, and I swear, for the first time in a long time, it was quiet inside my head. I gave him 6 years, 6 birthdays, 6 Christmases, 6 versions of me he'll never get back, and he gave me a memory I can't unsee. It was a week after I left. I had gone to pick up my last paycheck from the diner, drove past the hospital, and there they were, outside, in broad daylight, him in his scrubs, her in a ponytail and pink Crocs, laughing like they were in some rom-com, and then, he kissed her, right there, in the parking lot where I used to wait in my car for hours, just to drive him home after night shifts. It wasn't even the kiss that broke me, it was how easy it looked, like he hadn't even flinched, like I was never even part of the story. But that was the moment, the click, something inside me snapped and rebuilt itself in the same breath. I thought I'd lost everything, turns out, I was about to find myself, and ruin him.